If it's not skyrocketing rates, it's losing their company altogether. Florida homeowners have been left scrambling as more insurance companies stop writing policies in Florida or just go out of business.
3 companies have gone under just this year, and more may be teetering on the brink. WESH 2 Investigate Sheldon Dutes found out even if your home insurance company is solvent, you'll still end up paying more.
I first spoke with Mike McKee in December as he was getting ready to transform his house near downtown Orlando.
So what they're going to do is they're going to bring in and install a metal roof, and the nice thing is it'll go over the top of this.
House looks different from the last time we talked with you.
Sure does. Got a new roof. And the new roof was because of the canceled insurance. So I had to spend a lot of money in order to get insurance back on the house.
Mike chose a metal roof.
1, it will last longer. 2, it will last longer, and 3, it'll last longer.
But he did not end up getting cheaper quotes.
The insurance companies that I had, they were still going to charge 3 times as much as I had 2 years ago, so about $3,000 a month.
Mike ended up with Citizens, typically the last resort for property insurance in the state. Not only are home insurance options limited or pricey because fewer insurers are operating in the state of Florida compared to even a few years ago, but all policyholders across the state are now bracing to pay more to cover insurers that were forced into liquidation.
I'm not happy about that.
The Florida Insurance Guarantee Association is a nonprofit entity that handles payment for claims from liquidated or insolvent property insurance companies. Well, the association has an assessment for other insurance companies that are operating here in the state of Florida, who then pass that cost on to their policyholders across the state. Mark Friedlander is a director at the Insurance Information Institute.
Every single property owner in the state is going to pay for failed insurers with a special assessment that will be tacked on to their next home insurance renewal bill.
State regulators just approved the most recent assessment in March.
I feel deeply for the people that lose the insurance, right? And I know that there has to be a solution. But it seems like at every step, what's happening is the individual homeowners are being punished for the ills of the insurance company and the lack of action from the state legislature.
Of course, we don't like to pay more money. I think it comes down to better management and control of the frivolous claims that are being made.
So far this year, these 3 companies were ordered into liquidation, forcing their policyholders to find new insurance coverage in Florida's already complicated market. That's on top of these 9 companies that liquidated or went into receivership in Florida over the past 5 years. Demotech has been monitoring the financial health of insurance companies in Florida for decades. Is there a concern that other companies could also force to go into liquidation?
I think there is some concern if there's not significant and meaningful legislative reform.
State lawmakers will meet in Tallahassee later this month for a special session to try and tackle some of the issues plaguing Florida's home insurance industry. Analysts had previously cited roof replacement, attorney's fees, and reinsurance. When lawmakers do work out a deal, it could still be a while before homeowners start to see some relief.
It's typically an 18 to 24 month cycle before we start to see significant impacts.
Until then, you can check the financial stability of your insurance company by asking your agent, and also ask them to shop the best coverage for your home. Reporting in Orlando, Sheldon Dutes, WESH 2 News.
Sheldon has been covering the homeowners insurance crisis for more than a year now. Next week, he's heading to Tallahassee to cover that special session as lawmakers work to find some relief for homeowners. His live reports from the state capitol start Monday.